Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the hidden stories in corporate filings, and today we're looking at INNOVATE Corp, and a report that might seem a little dry, but let's see if there is a juicy dividend story hidden within. Before we dive in, if you love getting clear, no-nonsense insights from these official documents, make sure you're subscribed. And hey, we've got a great community over on Discord where we chat about these filings. Link is in the description below. So what we have here is what is called a Form 8K, which is basically a company publicly announcing that something significant has happened. It is like their official bulletin board for investors. And the key date here is the 16th of October 2025. This is the day the report is about, the day of the earliest event they retelling us about. The company in question is INNOVATE Corp. Now, they're incorporated in Delaware, which is a common place for companies to set up shop, and they've got a commission file number and an IRS employer identification number that help identify them officially. Looking at their stock, they have common stock with a very small par value of just 1/1000th of a dollar per share. They also have preferred stock purchase rights. These are the things investors trade. And where do you find these traded? On the New York Stock Exchange, a pretty big deal. It tells us this company is established enough to be listed on one of the world's major stock exchanges. Now let's get to the heart of it. This filing tells us that on the 16th of October, the company issued a press release. That press release, titled "INNOVATE's Portfolio Company DBM Global to Pay Cash Dividend," is the main event they re-reporting. So INNOVATE Corp itself isn't directly paying a dividend here, but one of its portfolio companies, DBM Global, is, and that is important when a company is a holding company or has investments in other businesses. The performance and actions of those investments directly impact the parent company. This section just confirms that the press release we're talking about is included as an exhibit, Exhibit 99.1, and that a cover page interactive data file is also included, which is standard for these electronic filings. Don't worry too much about that, it is mostly technical stuff for the CC to process. And finally, we have the signatures. This is where the company officially signs off on the report, confirming everything is accurate to the best of their knowledge. Michael J. Cena, the Chief Financial Officer, has signed this, which means it has gone through the proper financial review within the company. Now, for my take, what does this filing really tell us? It's not a deep dive into INNOVATE Corp's own financial performance, but it's a clear signal about the activity within its portfolio. The fact that DBM Global, a company that INNOVATE Corp has an investment in, is paying out a cash dividend is generally a positive sign. It suggests that DBM Global is profitable enough and has enough cash on hand not only to operate but also to reward its shareholders, of which INNOVATE Corp is a significant one. Think of it like this. If you own a rental property and your tenant in that property decides to do some major renovations and then starts collecting higher rents, that is good for you as the property owner, right? This is similar. INNOVATE Corp benefits from the success of DBM Global. However, we need to keep in mind that this 8K is very brief. It is just announcing the press release. To truly understand the financial health and direction of INNOVATE Corp, you do need to look at their more comprehensive financial reports like a 10Q for quarterly updates or a 10K for annual reports. Those reports would show us INNOVATE Corp's overall revenue, expenses, debt, and how its various investments are performing in much greater detail. This dividend announcement from DBM Global is a piece of the puzzle. It's a positive indication, but it doesn't tell the whole story of INNOVATE Corp. The risks here are that we don't know the terms of this dividend, how large it is relative to INNOVATE Corp's overall investment, or the broader financial health of DBM Global beyond this single action. It could be a small dividend, or it could signal a significant cash infusion for INNOVATE Corp. Without more information, we can only speculate on the magnitude. Overall, INNOVATE Corp seems to be managing its portfolio in a way that generates returns, evidenced by this dividend announcement. The strength lies in its investment strategy if these portfolio companies are consistently performing. The weakness, or rather the area for improvement in understanding, is the lack of direct financial detail about INNOVATE Corp itself in this specific filing. Alright, that is our quick decode of this INNOVATE Corp filing. What is your take on this dividend news and what it means for INNOVATE Corp? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate wisdom. And if you want to join the conversation with other financial enthusiasts, our Discord community awaits. Link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.